Zuma visit Mandela Hospital and Khayelitsha community leaders remain defiant. I'm Lebo Changela with this news update. President Jacob Zuma has visited former President Nelson Mandela at a Pretoria hospital. Mandela has been treated for the last 7 days for a lung infection. Zuma says Madiba's health continues to improve, but his condition remains serious. He has appealed to people to keep Madiba in their prayers and wish him a speedy recovery. Presidential spokesperson Mike Maharaj.
President Jacob Zuma, accompanied by ANC Treasurer General Dr. Zweli Mkhize, visited former President Nelson Mandela in hospital in Pretoria yesterday evening. Madiba's health continues to improve, but his condition remains serious, said President Zuma. We continue to appeal to people to keep Madiba in their prayers and wish him a speedy recovery.
Khayelitsha community leaders who have been granted free bail by the Cape Town SA court for their alleged part in dumping raw sewage at Western Cape government buildings remain defiant. They are alleged to be leading a campaign against the introduction of portable toilets by the city of Cape Town. Andy Lily, whom the state says is the mastermind behind the dumpings, says they will continue with their actions.
Obviously, this is not a fashion. This is not a fashion. We are emptying those pottas there. We are emptying those buckets there. The only solution that they can do at the moment to prevent us from doing that, they must clean those buckets that are there.
A surge in rhino poaching in the Kruger National Park will be top of the agenda when Environmental Affairs Minister Edna Molewa meets the Mozambican Minister of Tourism, Kavala Moaria, in Maputo today. More than 400 rhinos have been poached so far this year in South Africa, most of them in the park. South Africa has about 20,000 rhinos left, Isaac Masemola reports.
Poaching has been steeply accelerating since 2009, the Kruger National Park being the most targeted of the country's wildlife reserves. It has lost 265 rhinos since the beginning of this year. Anti-poaching efforts in the park have been stepped up, but they seem not enough. Environmental Affairs Minister Edna Molewa has been advocating for an agreement between Mozambique and South Africa to curb poaching. The biggest problem has been the fence between the South African and Mozambican sides of the new Transfrontier Park. It was taken down when the park was extended, but now the South African government is considering re-erecting it. South Africa has also intensified its international cooperation with so-called rhino horn recipient countries such as Vietnam, Thailand and China. Isaac Masemola, SABC News, Bombela.
And a special SADC summit on Zimbabwe will go ahead tomorrow after it was postponed earlier this month. The regional heads of state will discuss Zimbabwe's readiness for crucial elections later this year. The courts there have ruled that the election must be held by July 31, but Prime Minister Morgan Tsvangirai says crucial reforms are necessary before the polls can go ahead.